Oh, you know the voice, the one that speaks up the moment you consider resting, saying no, or doing something imperfectly. You should handle this, it says. If you were stronger, you wouldn't need help. Who are you to set a boundary? You're the one everyone counts on. Most people call that the inner critic and treat it like it's an enemy to silence. I want to offer you a different way to hear it. Your inner critic is not a villain, and it's not even a separate voice from your inner coach. It is the coach not yet enlightened to the fact that you are indeed safe. Same protective instinct, same underlying fear, totally different expression. So sit with that for a second. That voice developed for a reason. At some point, probably very early, it kept you safe. It pushed you to perform so you would be valued. It made you hyper aware of everyone else's needs so that you would not be left behind. It told you never to show weakness. It worked. You're here. You're accomplished, right? And in fact, you are the person everyone counts on. Some of this is because of this voice that drove you so hard. But here's the problem. The inner critic does not update its strategy. It is still running the same playbook from when you were 8, 15, or maybe 22. That playbook, perform, prove, don't stop, don't need anything, it's the exact engine of self-abandonment. The thing that once protected you is now quietly costing you your rest, your health, and your relationships. This is why fighting it never works. You cannot argue a fear-fueled instinct into standing down. The goal was never to silence the critic. The goal is to hear the specific fear underneath it, meet that fear, and let the same protective energy speak from clarity instead of fear. When it does, it sounds like your inner coach, what we call the inner ally. Here's the difference. The critic says, you are not good enough. The inner ally says, remember, in truth, your wisdom and depth. The studying, the reviewing, that's depth you already are expressing itself. The critic says, if you fail, it's over. The inner ally says, remember, in truth, you are endurance. You fail forward. That's how we humans move. Same underlying fear, two different readings of the same moment. So here is your practice this week. The next time you catch that voice, do 4 things. Acknowledge which fear is speaking, not just my critic, but the specific fear, like fear of inadequacy, fear of the future, fear of responsibility, or letting people down. Naming the specific fear is most of the work. Second, accept it. This fear is part of me. It has kept me alive. Thirdly, validate it. I know you're trying to protect me. Thank you. You have worked hard, but I've got it from here. Finally, ask one question. Take a breath, let the nervous system settle, and ask yourself, if I'm even 5% more calm, clear, confident, or courageous, what do I actually see here? Wait. The answer will be quieter. It will be slower. It's what you see when fear is no longer running the picture. It's the same voice speaking from clarity. You do not have to win a fight with this voice. You only have to stop letting the fear-fueled version lead. That choice, made over and over, is how self-trust gets rebuilt. If this resonated, the Self-Trust Society is where we go deeper. $5 a month. Link is in the show notes below.